So first of all, you'll have to excuse my hideous but oh so comfy jammies. They're ugly, but and they're worn out too. They're, have those little holes and stains and all that, but they're just so comfortable. We all have some little something that's like that, where you just can't get rid of it, because it's comfortable and it's comforting, and so, pardon my jammies. So there are mainstream sites out there that are deleting fat content, and this really pisses me off, to be quite frank. And this happens to be one of them, meaning YouTube. Now, I do want to say, before I get deleted, that I don't think that it's YouTube admin going around and deleting fat girls specifically. What I think happens is that there are a ton of trolls on YouTube, obviously. We all know this. And they hate fat girls. We all know this as well, because just about every video that has anyone with any amount of weight on them, there's a comment saying, "You're fat and ugly." So, what I think happens is that these trolls, as part of their fun, and we've already discussed how I really don't understand how that is fun, but they go around and they flag these videos. And the problem is that every mainstream site has a terms of service which states that you are not allowed to upload offensive or obscene material. The problem is that these terms are subjective. What is offensive and what is obscene? So there are videos from all sorts of girls on YouTube. They're dancing, they're, showing off things, and they're well within, another subjective term, moral standards. I mean, they're not showing anything, they're just being a little bit suggestive and sexual. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, when it's a fat girl doing it, and the trolls flag the video, that brings it to the attention of the administration. And when it gets flagged repeatedly, then someone is eventually going to say, well, it keeps getting flagged, it must be offensive. And because it has some sexual content, however, subtle, they're able to say that it falls under the terms of service and thus gets deleted. And in some cases, entire accounts get removed. And that's a shame. But in this case, I really do feel that it has more to do with the users than the administration. However, there's another site that I like to play around on, called tagged.com. And these bastards. I was on there for a long time with, and used it just to have fun. I mean, you can, it's sort of it's a MySpace wannabe sort of a site, because you could own your friends and send tags and give love and stupid little things like that. But it was interesting. I met a lot of people. I had a horrible time with their mail system. It never seemed to work. So I actually didn't get to meet as many people as I'm sure I could have. But I was on there a long time, had like 2,000 friends, which by the way, I don't classify myself as a friend collector. I don't think that that's what I do. It's more, I can't refuse a friend request. I just can't. And the reason is because you get a friend request from someone you don't know, and how do I know that this isn't some person who's destined to be my best friend ever? So I accept it, and then I get to know them, and if I have issues with them, then off my list they go. But I'm not out there trying to see how many friends I can get. I just hate to refuse a request with no information, which I guess is the opposite of how most people think, that you refuse a request until you do have information. Whatever. I'm a little cuckoo, so it's okay. Anyway, so I had a lot of friends, and I didn't spend any huge amount of time there, but I'd check in every few days and say hi to people, send some love, do all that kind of stuff, and post pictures. And I posted one picture. I posted a picture that got deleted, and everything was covered. There was nothing showing that was inappropriate. I was more covered than if I was wearing a bathing suit, and yet it was deleted. And so I posted a status message about censorship and how crazy that is. And next thing I know, my account is deleted for inappropriate images, is the message that I got, the email that I got. And what's funny about that is that there are so many inappropriate images on that site. It's supposed to be, a kid-friendly site, or not kid-friendly maybe, but certainly not a site where these things are allowed. But there are, like, peni everywhere, seriously. And on occasion I would report them. Specifically, I would report those that showed sexual acts, because, a penis is a penis. I can see it at the Louvre, then, what's the big deal? On the other hand, I am a parent. So when I see, things like animated GIFs of a girl going down on a guy, well, yeah, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to report it, So, I would report them, and it would never get deleted. So, here's something obviously against the terms of service that is allowed to remain, but my picture that showed nothing was removed. And that's discrimination that really gets under my skin, really gets on my nerves, really whatever other, phrase there is. And obviously discrimination is like my hot button over the last couple days, because, I just posted about fat jokes. And I actually have more to say, but I'm going to quit for now because I feel that I'm rambling and trying to stay focused. But I will have more to say later, you know it.